Welcome everybody to our coverage of the 2021 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge powered by Innova Disc Golf here at Iron Hill Disc Golf Course in Newark, Delaware. You are watching FPO Feature Card Round 1 Front 9 coverage brought to you by us here at B-Dub Pro. Providing commentary today will be myself, Cameron Makiling, and my good buddy and co-cameraman, Curtis Moroni. But first, let's head over to these player profiles. Up first, Jessica Weese from Grass Valley, California. Deann Carey from Shelby, North Carolina. Alex Benson from Wilmington, Vermont. And last but not least, Natalie Ryan from Richmond, Virginia. And here we are at hole 1, a 540-foot par 4. The initial gap here between these two trees is really the first goal, is to get through these guys into this landing zone here. And then you still got to work to the right quite a bit to get up here past these trees and into the green. Definitely birdieable, but I think a par is pretty solid on this one.
Yep, don't want to go OB left. And then if you do, you have to go to the drop zone no matter what shot you go OB on.
Oh, that does make it a lot more difficult.
Jessica Weese throwing a sidearm down the middle. This looks great.
Yep, skips right past you and puts herself in a good position to score.
Deann Carey throwing a backhand, trying to turn it over. It just hits the first couple trees.
Yep, that first set of trees on the right is really what you're trying to get around.
Yeah.
Very fortunate kick for Alex Benson. And Natalie Ryan teeing off last with a big forehand here. Maybe a little too much angle on it.
Deann with her second shot. She's a little out of position, so she's probably just playing to get into position. Looks like big turnover with the mid. Looks perfect. Dead center.
Yep, that was a great out from not a great drive, but very good recovery. Has an easy look up and down to get a 4 here. Nice placement with that big forehand from Alex.
Third shot from Deann. Looks like she was trying to turn that over a little bit more, heading towards OB, but safe. Stay safe. Inside that little bush, it's going to be a tough putt from in there.
Yeah, another great spot. Here is Alex's third throw, right in the middle of the fairway. Nice little layup there. Deann pitching up. Kind of locked off.
Jessica for bird. Just off to the left.
Now we did miss Natalie's 2 throws before this one here. As she went from one set of bushes on the left side of the fairway to another set of bushes on the right side of the fairway, where we were not able to see her from either camera angle. But she was able to get down there for a par. That is a bogey 5 for Deann. Tough start here on hole 1.
Yeah, it was a tough place to putt from back there. She did a good job getting up and down from the bad positioning, though.
Solid par there from Jessica. And a par for Alex. And we are going to move on to hole 2, which is a 330-foot par 3. Quite a bit shorter than the last hole, but probably just as hard. You have these first sets of trees you got to get through. That is the theme here at Iron Hill. It's a lot of trees.
Daunting tee shots through tiny gaps.
Lots of hyzer flip-up shots, or you see a lot of understable forehands. Not on this hole specifically, but just on this course overall. This one is just going to be a nice flip-up. Hopefully you can work your way back to the left there at the end.
Yeah, you want to stay kind of tight to those left trees in the middle gap, so you don't contest the right trees by the basket.
Yep, tough putt there for Jessica, but that was a great drive. Managing to get through all of those trees.
Alex parking it.
Great drive from Alex. That's how you draw it up.
Natalie throwing a flex shot down the right gap. Now also just filters through those right trees. Those are the ones you have to beat. If you get into those, they can kick you off right and you could be in a tough situation.
Deann narrowly misses that first set of trees and gets caught by a late one, but she's going to be just outside the circle, maybe a step inside even.
It's for birdie.
Ooh, some tough putting woes start the round off maybe. A little high. You tap in for a par there.
Maybe some camera nerves.
Jessica in for 3 as well. As is Deann.
Park job. Don't even have to stress about a putt.
Yep, absolutely no stress there. And we're moving on to hole 3. 650-foot par 4. This is one of the few holes where you do have a big open fairway, at least for some of it. And then after you get down here into the grass, you got to take a right-hand turn at like a 45-degree angle or so. And the basket is up here on this little cliff side.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only about a 6-foot drop or so, but it is still make for a death putt if you are on the right side of the putting green, or a little bit of an elevated basket if you end up down there in the creek bed, which is not OB.
Yeah, not OB. Some people throw a roller, but I didn't see it this round.
Yeah, I've not seen any rollers on this hole. I feel like most players are just trying to get as much air time as they can. As long as
Finish
you're
right.
out here in the open, even finishing left will still put you at a good angle to get into the green down there. That's a great placement from Jessica, though.
Perfect. A little flex forehand. That's a great position too.
Yeah, it slowed down a little bit as you saw it catch that tree branch on its way out the gap there, but still got a pretty good push forward despite slowing down quite a bit.
Deann just playing placement. Smart golf. Let's get a staple up. Oh, and gets a big skip.
Oh, wow. Great tree kick at the end there.
Yeah, Drake. Great tree kick.
Ooh, late tree for Deann. Going to kick her off left across that dried up creek bed, but not a great place to be upshot from.
Probably the toughest place to be on in this hole.
And Natalie going to end up in a similar spot, just a few feet ahead of Deann there.
She throwing a pig right here?
I'm not sure what that was, but it was a really, really clean up shot, whatever she threw. Just going to be under the basket there. Good out there from Deann. Going to give her an easy putt for her par. Oh, Natalie sends it just a little deep.
That's going to be a death putt from back there. Staring at the cliff right behind it. This is even a scary putt. And she decides to lay it up. Smart.
Yep, the smart play. Going to take her par there. Oh, Deann leaks a little bit right on the putt.
Jessica Weese is going to be for a birdie.
Yes, this is only her third stroke here after a pair of really, really well executed forehands.
Probably a 20-footer, maybe 15.
Yeah, but with that ledge behind it, it is scary.
Yeah, no matter how far you are. Definitely gets you thinking. But she drains it.
Barely touches those chains. Natalie going to take a bogey there after pitching out from in the woods to avoid the death putt situation. And a bogey for Deann as well.
Not the way you want to start, but there's plenty of golf still.
Yes, there is a par here for Alex Benson after a nice, safe upshot. And moving on to hole 4, a 675-foot par 4. Again, a little bit of space here on the fairway to begin with, but you're pretty much just throwing across this big open space because you want to get down into here on your drive if you can, at least to the edge of those first set of trees. And then you have a couple different options of what gap you want to hit to get down here. But there is OB on the road and beyond.
Mm-hmm. Get a good throw from Jessica.
Yeah, great drive. Going to give her a great opportunity to get down to the green from there.
You do want to get a little bit of distance off the tee to make the upshot a little bit easier because there's a lot of trees to navigate when you're up there.
Yeah, Alex might have a hard time from where she landed to the left over there on the fairway.
Just turned over a little bit too much. I don't know if she was trying to do a roller or not.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell if she was just going for the big flex or if she wanted to try and roll it down from there. Ended up being a cut roller anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Deann with a great turnover.
So I know there is a line over there. I don't know if FPO is playing OB on the right side.
They are not. So
Okay.
FPO is not playing OB on this hole. They can be down in there. But that is OB for the MPO.
Mm-hmm. Forehand roller. Make the disc as skinny as you can to get through the trees, but it looks like it turns over just a little bit too quick.
Yeah, it might have been a tad bit too understable of a disc. Needed to put it a little more angled coming out of the hand. But not a terrible outcome. As you can see here, Deann still inbounds, but throwing from beyond the line. But that was a good upshot. Gonna have a look at the basket, but a long putt. Great approach from Jessica.
Yeah, she has great forehand touch game with her approaches. Deann with like a 45-footer.
Oh, what a good bid. Ooh, right side. Just kind of skips off the top of the basket there.
Good par from Natalie.
Yeah, with all the trees that kind of come into play on your second throw, this is a hard hole to get a 3 on.
Yeah. Definitely one of the more challenging ones. Great putt. Cleaning up her par.
Alex in for a 5. And Deann gonna tap a par in here after a great birdie bid.
Yeah, I feel like that should have stuck.
Yeah, that one was just unfortunate. But we are gonna pick up and move along to hole 5, a 690-foot par 5. This one is very uphill, so it is going to play, I would say, closer to 800 feet.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you do have a very narrow fairway that you have to just kind of work your way up to get to the top of this hill here.
To get a birdie, you have to stay in the middle the entire time. Can't go off to the sides because then you have to pitch out or...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're pitching out, you're taking a 5 at best.
This is looking great if it just fades into the middle. Oh, it hits a tree and goes in the middle. That works too.
Very favorable kick. Kind of kicked her right down, right to the dead center of the fairway.
Oh. Leaked out a little left.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of an early release there for Natalie. Could still recover from where she's at on the left side there. Very smooth and controlled drive there from Deann Carey.
That's exactly what you want right there. Needs a turn.
Oh, just barely misses that first tree there. And gets a pretty favorable little back roll there, back spin.
Yeah, not pinched behind a tree. I don't think, at least. Natalie going with the forehand, and that's looking great.
Absolutely pures that angle. If she can get up and down from there, she could still have a chance at a 4 here.
Oh. Just need to put a little bit more ante and miss that to the left.
Yeah, tough tree, but a favorable knock back as opposed to kicking off into the woods. Kind of like that does right there.
Yeah, Jessica just putting it a little too high, not getting enough turn on it. Soft little treat direct. Still pushes her forward though.
Yeah, if she can lean out from around that tree, she could still have a pretty good throw or look up the fairway.
Get some ground play.
Nice
Nice.
smooth backhand turn over from Alex.
This green is flood, or there's tons of rocks around it, making it a lot harder to approach.
Yes, yeah, you
Yeah,
can get stopped or get a bad kick. You could hit one of those and stand up and roll away
Yeah.
pretty easily.
it happens more than you think. Deann throwing a little hyzer, hitting a tree.
Yeah, got caught up. She's trying to miss it to the left, but hung it out there just a little bit too far. Now this green disc here is a Sonic.
Oh,
she's
really?
Throwing. Yeah.
She's forehanding a Sonic?
Yep.
That's crazy. That takes a lot of touch.
Yeah, she was saying she really likes to forehand understable discs.
I like watching it. It's cool watching her flip up forehands. Slow putters.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a zone because I saw her throw it multiple times.
Yeah, that was a very good approach. It's one of those older, beat-up, soft ones.
Yep. She putting with the Sonic also right there.
I think she was, yeah.
It's awesome.
It does have a lot. It has so much glide.
Yeah.
It kind of just floats in the air.
You don't need a lot of power to get it to go far.
Mm-mm, not at all.
Oh, nice par putt.
Nice, yeah. Very clean little chip in there for her par. Yeah, you can see right there just how tall that thing is. I'm going to have to find one and bag one because they look like fun to throw.
Get the Garrett Girthy one.
I think that's what that is.
Has to be.
Oh, there's no way it's not. He probably gave it to her out of his private collection. The perks of dating Mr. Double G. That and all the free beef jerky.
Yeah. I think this might be for par.
Off the top.
Just missed it high. It was good commitment though.
Yeah, better to miss it high than miss it low. At least you gave it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Clean par there from Alex. And a great par from Natalie. Alex managing to hit a couple trees and never quite kicking off the fairway. So managed to scramble there. Deann going to take a bogey after that unfortunate putt.
Women are being featured in the magazine.
The women are out there, the pro women, so then it kind of motivates a lot of us amateurs to like go out there and not be afraid.
I would love to see more tournaments like this in the future for women's disc golf.
I want to see more women filling spots in a tournament than men. That'd be something to brag about.
Disc golf's legit and we're here to stay. We're gonna make names for ourselves.
Say yes to disc golf!
And we are back from commercial here at hole 6, a 530-foot par 4. This one is also very uphill, kind of similar to the last one. Not quite as long and not quite as straight. This one does play up and then kind of to the left here. But again, this one plays probably closer to 6, I would say 620, 630, almost 100 feet longer with all this elevation.
There's 2 fairways. You can either go left side forehand or right side backhand. Looks like Jessica's going the forehand route.
Catches a little branch there, but
Finishing right opens up the angle to the green.
I need to fade just a little more. Tough spot to be in, but might have an okay out from there.
That's got to get stable, and it does. That's great. That's a great throw right there.
Yeah, it gets right around those trees. That's a good, really good spot to be in. Kind of takes out a lot of those first obstacles on the fairway there.
Ooh, Deann hitting a pretty early tree kicking left.
Ends up in all of this fallen branches and whatnot right there, but able to pitch out to the middle of the fairway and get a little bit of forward progress. See her here for 3. Able to swing it up and around the corner and gets a great skip.
That was a great throw. After that kick, bogey's pretty much the best you can get.
Jessica getting some great turn off of that forehand.
So beautiful. The flip up forehand, just, it's hard to master.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also a great throw. Those guardian rocks almost kind of hanging out around the circle's edge there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting creative with the stance to get out and around. Catches another tree, but able to...
She has clean footing this time at least.
Yeah, able to get a real stance there.
Yeah.
Always hard to, stretch and then lean down on one knee and reach around.
Makes it definitely a little bit harder. And those are the guardian rocks right there. Circle's edge.
They're just inside circle. They're probably at 25 feet, I would say. Hits the little pad.
Just a little low.
Oh, off the basket.
This is for bogey. Pretty.
Clean par from Jessica. A double for Deann. And a bogey for Natalie. A par for Alex Benson. And we are going to move on to hole 7.
I think this might be the toughest par 3 on the course.
Yeah, this one is really hard. At 370 feet, you can see here, you can barely see the basket from the tee pad, even though it's not very far away.
Yeah.
You have, a little bit of space here in the middle of the fairway, but there's so many guardian trees to get here into the green that you really have to nail this tee shot and just find a way through, kind of get your disc to flip over and then fade back
do some
out.
weird stuff to get down there. That's for sure. I think like a flex forehand is like the only real play. Maybe a slow turnover, but it's hard to hit the gap and turn real late. Those are the first trees off the initial gap.
Yep, early tree. Gonna kick her pretty far left. Natalie just turns it over right out of the hand.
Right here, this needs to turn. If you hit the initial gap and get down there, par is pretty easy to get. It's just...
Yeah, Deann will have an easy up and down from there. But
it's just if you hit those early trees and kick, It gets rough.
Long birdie luck, maybe 45, 50 feet for her. You can see Alex is out there in the rough, just trying to get back to the fairway and maybe make some forward progress at the same time. Leaks through those rocks there.
That was a great throw.
Long par save.
That's where she kicked to. Throws a little forehand, gets through the trees. It's like 45 feet, probably.
Yeah, just a couple steps outside the circle. Awkward footing there for Alex. Inside the circle. A 20-footer there to save a bogey. Jessica up and down. As is Deann. They're both going to have nice, easy par putts here on a very tough par 3.
Oh, just left.
Good bid.
Great bid.
Oh, tough skip. Natalie in for 4.
I think 4 is a great score when you hit the first available.
Yeah, if you're not all the way, if you're not 2/3 of the way down there off the tee shot, yeah,
say goodbye to par.
Yeah, 4 is pretty much your only option there. Tough double bogey for Alex. Jessica going to tap in a par. And we are going to head over to hole 8. This one is another long one, 610-foot par 5 up the hill. Going to play closer to 750, I would say. This one is hard because it kind of flattens out and then picks up again and flattens out again.
I think the footing is probably the hardest part about this hole.
Yeah, lots of rocks in the middle of the fairway and nowhere to really get a nice flat.
Yeah, no matter where you land, you're going to have some footing issues. And and throwing it straight up the hill, it's hard to get the turn you need to stay straight.
Yeah, I was just going to say the tee pad is the last time on this hole that you get to throw on even ground.
Yeah.
Very fortunate tree kick. Could have gone way deeper into the woods there.
That's a great shot. Just a little right, but she got a lot of distance off the tee, and she's on top of the hill now.
Oh, kick. Kind of sends her off the woods, scrambling from a knee here. Able to get out.
Onto the fairway, I think.
We're just going to kick off left there.
There we go. That's how you do it. Just play progression golf. You just got to get forward on this hole.
Yep, just make your way up the hill in as few strokes as possible. Don't try to do anything too crazy. Very fortunate tree kick.
Alex coming forehand.
Not a terrible place to be in. Jessica managed to punch out. Natalie absolutely laces it up there.
Deann's third shot. It's a tree, but she's up there in circle 2 or just edge of circle 2.
Alex skips up, going to put herself underneath the elevated pin.
The putter forehand. It's amazing.
Yeah, got a late tree there, but able to sit down. It is pretty flat up here once you get to the green.
Yeah, less rocks up here. You can actually putt and have some good footing.
Which you need with that, basket 7 feet up there.
Yeah. Like, this is kind of a scary putt because of the elevation and being outside the circle.
Hits the pad and going to be tapping in from bottom of the staircase there. Or a little mini pyramid, I guess.
Yeah.
Great putt from Deann Carey to clean up a par here on a very hard par 5. Not very long, but very tough.
$17 feet out.
Still nerve-wracking, though, with that elevation change.
Yeah. Natalie with a par.
Very clean par. Alex going to take a bogey there.
Just a missed putt.
Jessica going to tap in a bogey as well. And we are going to head to our last hole here in the front 9. Hole 9, a 555-foot par 4. As you can see here, pretty narrow fairway, at least as far as gaps you got to absolutely get through.
Yeah.
And once you're through, you do have to work to the right and then kind of weave your way through these trees and try and find a spot on the green here where you're not putting from directly behind a little tree. There's quite a few of them inside the circle here.
Just want to stay in the fairway and not go too far right because it gets pretty bad over there.
Ooh, Deann manages to sneak through there and find some open ground.
That's right where you want to be. That's where it opens up and actually gives you a good look at the basket.
Oh, almost gets sneaky. Kicks off to the left. A little far right there for Jessica.
That's amazing. Great shot.
Yeah, very good drive. Not too bad of a spot to have to lean out from. The tree's not too big. Oh, another tree there for Natalie.
This is perfect position. Just throwing a mid, it looks like. Gets lucky through all the trees on the right side.
Gets clean and buys herself a nice, easy birdie putt there. That is a perfect play from Deann Carey.
She was a little too far left, pinching off the angle right there.
Oh, another tree kick for Natalie. Oh, tough rock.
The disc is a little bit more flippy now.
Just a little. Natalie able to get a good one out finally. Finds the middle of the fairway there.
Oh, little roll.
Oh, big roll. We'll put her
25.
maybe even a little farther. Might even be circle's edge over there. Good little slide from Jessica. Oh, good little skip.
Great putt.
Good basket.
Taking her time.
Better safe than
Both.
sorry. Saving a 4 there.
That's a great putt for a bogey. Those can be scary when you know you're putting for bogey from 25. Great putt for par.
Deann here for a birdie.
Stroke on the whole card.
Gonna be her first birdie of the round here. Better late than never.
Cashes it. Good putt. Starting to turn things around.
Yep, hopefully she can keep that momentum going as we head into the back 9. Taking a look at the front 9 scorecard here, you can see kind of tough start for a lot of these players. Iron Hill is tough. There are a lot of trees and a lot of big, long holes to play.
Yeah, tight fairways.
Yeah, Jessica going to lead this group here at even par. As you can tell, it's playing very tough today. Make sure to follow us at PDGA on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and head to PDGA.com and sign up for a PDGA membership if you are not already a member. And you can also find us folks from B-Dub Pro at B-Dub Pro on Facebook and Instagram, and over to our YouTube channel and hit like and subscribe and the notification bell while you're there so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you in the back 9.